Ahead and double tap on that screen. Go ahead and come on in the room. It is your favorite online motivational speaker, your favorite online personality. It's your girl, Street Poet. How y'all doing this morning? Go ahead, double tap, double tap, double tap. Go ahead and come on in the room real quick, man. Y'all already know we got a message that's going to be going down today. I'm going to grab my water real quick. Double tap on that screen as you come in. Go ahead, double tap on the screen for me real quick. Double tap, double tap, double tap. Let's go, Team Street. How y'all doing this morning? Double tap on that screen. Welcome to the live video. We are about to turn it up this morning. Y'all already know motivation is life. Happy healing to everybody, man. How y'all doing this morning? Double tap, double tap, double tap as you come into the room. How y'all doing this morning? First things first, I need you to say good morning to me. After you say good morning to me, let me know where you're viewing me from so I can shout out some of you guys' areas. How y'all doing this morning? Double tap on that screen. What's going on with you? How y'all doing this morning, man? If you haven't gotten your tickets already to see me live, that's right, I will be live Saturday, December the 30th in Houston, Texas. So if you haven't gotten your tickets for Houston, Texas, do me a favor, go over to that Eventbrite. That's Mastermind Tour Houston, Texas. Make sure you go to the Eventbrite. I got some early bird tickets that's available on there right now, discounted tickets. I need y'all to go get them, Team Street. That's right, pack out the building. I mean, after the holidays, you definitely need to be able to treat yourself. You definitely need to be able to show yourself some love, to be able to recharge. And this Saturday, I will be in Woodruff, Maryland, the third annual Women's Conference, man. They've done this 3 years, and I've been their speaker for 3 years. So yes, sir, yes, ma'am. If you in the DMV area, this Saturday, Woodruff, Maryland, I will be speaking live at the third annual Women's Conference, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be all the way live. It is every year. Every year it's amazing. So I have no doubt that this year is going to be just as amazing as it's always been. All right. So for the month of December, that is this Saturday, December the 2nd, Woodruff, Maryland. Y'all can see me out there. And also Saturday, December the 30th, I will be in Houston, Texas. Double tap on that screen real quick. What's going on, DFW? I see you guys. What up, Tennessee? I see you guys. What's going on? She said, I seen you in Dallas. See you in Houston. Let's go. Let's go. What's going on, Atlanta, Georgia? I see you guys. What's going on? Okay, I see Virginia, Missouri is here. Ohio is here. Alabama is here as well. Chesapeake, Virginia. Okay, I see y'all. NC. What up, North Carolina? What up, New Orleans? How y'all doing, man? Sacramento, Oakland. How y'all doing as well, man? Detroit. How y'all doing? What's going on in Canada? South Africa. What up? What's going on in Trinidad? What's going on, Woodruff, Maryland? I see you guys. What's up, Brooklyn? I see y'all, Milwaukee. I see Tampa, Florida, more Houston, Texas, man. I hope I see y'all December the 30th. What's good? What's going on in Chicago? One of my favorite places. What's going on? Washington State. Double tap on that count of that. What is it? Broward County, 954. What's good? What's going on in Ghana? I love you guys out there, man. I can't wait to get over there, man. What's going on Jamaica? Y'all know I'm going to be in Jamaica the 7th through the 11th. Double tap on that screen real quick. Y'all already know what time it is. It's your favorite online motivational speaker, your favorite online life coach. It's your girl, Street Poet. If you do not see your favorite person, your best friend, the person you do brunch with, you do lunch with, that you hang out with on a regular basis, if you do not see them on this live, I need you to wake them up real quick. Go ahead, double tap on that screen. Go ahead, share the live video for me real quick. Bring them on in. That's right, bring them in. We're going to happy heal together. We're going to happy heal together. That's right, because some of us, we sick and tired of having these same conversations with folk. What up with y'all? How y'all doing this morning? Oh yeah, go ahead and bring them in. We want to bring them in so they can hear it. The information. We want them to get the information right when it's being dropped. So that way, when you start walking, slam off in the middle of the conversations, because you tired of hearing that same thing over and over, they know exactly why you walked off, baby. That's right, because we tired of these recycled conversations. We tired of having to live in the same moment over and over and over, year after year, going through the same exact thing, dealing with the same exact pain, hearing the same exact trauma, going back and forth with it, making all types of excuses for why we still stuck, why we still going through this and that. That's right. So go ahead and tag them right now, because sis, guess what? My 2024, you not about to worry me. Hello, somebody. That's why I tag them. Go ahead, tag them. Tell them to come on in. Hit that share button on the live. Good morning, Crystal. How you doing? Good morning, Heather. Go ahead. Let me get a couple of badges on IG real quick. Let's be real. Go ahead and tag them, because a lot of us right now, we sick and tired. I'm tired of hearing that same conversation. I'm tired of that same old trauma. I'm tired of that same old back and forth. I'm tired of the excuses for why you are broken and why you are hurt and why you down bad and you ain't making no type of effort to get yourself up, to get yourself back into this game. Oh, baby, you are not about to talk me to sleep in my about 2024. I need for you. I'm not going to do that. Good morning, divine time. You're not about to talk me to sleep next year. I'm going to tell you that right now. I didn't put up with everything that I'm going to put up with. I didn't tolerate everything that I'm about to tolerate. I'm not repeating those cycles my next year. I want you to understand that. That's right. When they say, oh yeah, we're stepping into a new year, new me, I want y'all to understand that when they say new year, new me, it's going to say Team Street right outside it. They're going to be able to Google it, look it up in a dictionary. It's going to say Team Street. What you saying, Street? That's what we doing, baby. New year, new me, show enough. But we going to give it a brand new meaning, baby. I want you to understand that the trauma, the drama, the extraness, all of that, we are no longer doing that. We're no longer going back and forth with that. If you want something bigger and better out of life, if you want to do more with your life, you have got to make a commitment with yourself that, you know what, if I want something new, I got to become something new. I got to step forward in life and start behaving different, speaking different, showing up different, thinking different. This is going to require a brand new me. That's right. I can't say a new year, new me if I'm not willing to really become a brand new me. What you saying? You got to really get locked in. Hello, somebody. You got to really get locked in. And I know, I got to say it, though, because I just feel like sometimes people be playing with us and they be like, oh, yeah, well, you say that every year. Well, guess what? I say that every year, but this year going to be the year. How about that? Just put that in the comment section. This going to be the year. Just put this going to be the year. I say it every year, but this going to be the year. You know what I'm saying? Because some of y'all been saying that over and over and over. And sometimes folk don't believe you. But see, seeing is believing. Understand that. See, you might not have been committed those years before because you didn't have the information that you have this year. Understand that. That's why I come on here and we do the live videos and I tell y'all to take the notes. Why? Because the right information can change your life. Hello, somebody. What you say, coach? Because the right information can change your life. And you may have said that years before. And you probably really tried to put forth the effort to try to make that happen, but because you didn't have the right information, because you weren't connected to the right source, you weren't able to get it done. But baby, this right here, this gonna be the year. This gonna be the year right here, baby. I'm learning emotional intelligence. I'm learning what narcissism is. I'm learning what manipulation is. I'm becoming more wise of the enemy's tactics and how he operates and how distractions come. Understand that this gonna be my growing year. See, a couple of years ago when I was saying new year, new me, I was saying that and I really meant that in my heart, but I didn't have the right information. I wasn't plugged into the right source. I didn't know what was going on, and I put forth my best effort. But you got to understand that even if, I put forth my best effort, but this gonna be it right here. Hello, somebody. Double tap on the screen real quick, because you're gonna have some folks in your life that you're gonna have to show. You got to show them better than you can tell them. This gonna be the season of our life right now where you got to pull up, and when you pull up, you got to pull up completely different than how you done pulled up any other year. Y'all think that y'all was showing out Thanksgiving. Just wait, Christmas coming. Yeah, just wait. What we talking about, baby? Yeah. Y'all know we started talking on Monday. What we talking about? Pushing through the pain, right? Pushing through the pain. It's gonna be some folk that ain't gonna be able to make it with you in your next year, and that's gonna be okay. It's gonna be some folk that you love more than anything that you're gonna have to cut ties with, that you're gonna have to walk away from. It's gonna be some people that you thought was gonna finish this thing with you, but guess what? They're not going to be able to make it with you until your new year, because you gotta understand, like I told you on Monday, that some folk are only gonna understand from their level of understanding. And when people are already committed to a certain type of way of thinking, a certain type of way of living, a certain type of way of being, then you got to do what? You got to leave them right there where they are. You cannot force them to be what you want them to be. You cannot drain yourself trying to make them be what you want them to be. You cannot continue to walk yourself like a dog trying to make them be what you want them to be. You have to allow folk to be who they are. If they like it, you love it. Understand? And that's what you got to do. And you got to mosey right on about your business. That's what you got to do, because the days of us self-neglecting, the days of us self-sabotaging, the days of us self-destructing because we're sacrificing ourselves for other people, those days are done. We're no longer doing that right there. I need for you to understand. So when I told you to push through the pain, I'm saying you have to push through that hurt, because it hurts walking away from people that you love. It hurts walking away from people that you wanted to end this with. It hurts walking away from people that you in your mind have already built your happily ever after with. It hurts walking away from people that you called your bestie, that you called your boo-boo, your bun-bun. But at the end of the day, you got to understand that you deserve to live. Uh-oh, coach. Well, you deserve to live. Oh, we about to get into the topic. I'm waiting on them down here. I'm waiting on them to send me some love down here. Thank you so much. Yeah, you deserve to live. I'm about to burst some folks' bubble. Yeah, we gonna get into it. Good morning, Mocha Hannes. How you doing? Double tap on that screen. Yeah, go ahead, send me some love. What you say? I dare you to put into the comment section, I deserve to live, because a lot of you are not living up to your fullest potential, not because of somebody else, but because of you. You're not living like how you should be living. Understand that you're not living the life that you're supposed to be living. You're not as successful as you should be. Yeah, you're not in a place in life that you know for a fact that you should be by now. Understand that you deserve to live. And the reason why you're not living in your fullest potential, or the reason why you're not living the life that you truly deserve to be living, is because for a very long time you've spent all your time, your energy, and your effort making sure that other folks was able to live theirs, making sure that other folks was happy, making sure that other folks had, making sure that other folks was in the position that they needed to be in, that their business was booming, that their life was flourishing in life. And you did not pay attention to the fact that you were self-neglecting, that you weren't pouring into yourself, that you weren't taking care of yourself, that you wasn't being the same person to you that you were to everybody else. But on this morning, I want you to understand that you deserve to live. Not only do you deserve to live, you deserve to live good. Somebody, okay. Yeah, they like, wait a minute, hold on. I know that right there might cause some tears right there. That right there might cause somebody some tears right there. And if you get and if you get the crying right there on the opening part, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it, because I know that right there, that'll bring you to tears. Because when we start looking back over our life and we start seeing the person that we have been to other people, we just seen the sacrifices that we have made for other people, the way that we've bent over backwards, the way that we have gone outside of our way, how we've extended ourselves, overly extended ourselves, overplayed our part, have taken on roles in folks' lives that wasn't even our role to play in their life. When we step back and we start looking at that and seeing the how they mishandled us, seeing how they misused us, seeing how they taken advantage of us, seeing how they have went outside their way, you know what I'm saying, to continue to manipulate us and to treat us poorly. Oh baby, that's enough to make you cry right there. I was trying to help you when you was hurting me. I was trying to love you when you was damaging me. I was doing all of these things. And it brings you to tears. And the reason why I said that, I know for a fact that it's probably that's gonna be one of those things, is because some of these folks that you will go outside of your way for, that you will do anything up under the sun for, some of these very folks that you love more than anything, they're the reason why you're not living the life that you deserve to live. They're the reason why you're not living up to your fullest potential. They're the reason why you're not happy in your life. They're the reason why you're not fulfilled. They're the reason why you're not satisfied, because you keep putting them ahead of you. And I need for you to understand that you deserve to live, and not just live, you deserve to live good. That ain't even my topic. That's just my opening. That's just my opening. That's just the opening. Double tap on the screen real quick. What you say, Coach? I deserve to live good, because see, a lot of us, we've been watering ourselves down. A lot of us been sleeping on ourselves. A lot of us been diluting ourselves. A lot of us been sugarcoating ourselves. And if we were going to be honest, we got some skills, we got some gifts, we got some talent. Some of us got some anointing that's all over us, that if you really step out into that right there, if you step out into that, baby, you already know that if I tried, I know it'll work. If I walk away, I know I'll be okay. If I let this go, I know I can make it. But the only reason why you won't do it is because you're more committed to that individual. You're more committed to that relationship, to that situationship. You're more committed to that family. You're more committed to that job. You're more committed to that situation than you are to yourself. What are you telling me, Coach? You gotta be, if you're gonna be loyal to anybody, your loyalty should start with you. If I'm gonna in this season right here, baby, if I'm gonna be loyal to anybody, I'm gonna be loyal to me. I know Heather over there writing. I know, If I'm gonna be loyal to anybody, I'm about to be loyal to me. If we're gonna be honest, we've been very disloyal to ourselves. We've been very disloyal to ourselves. We've been very disloyal to ourselves. That's right. We put everybody's happiness ahead of ours. We put everybody's joy, everybody's peace ahead of ours. We make sure that everybody else is satisfied and we're not satisfied. We make sure everybody is comfortable and we're uncomfortable. comfortable. We make sure everybody have everything that they need. But guess what? When it comes down to us, here we are and we're lacking in life. What are your topic today, coach? What is it that you're getting at? Not only do you have to push through the pain, hello, somebody pushing through the pain of walking away from those folks. I want you to understand the reason why you got to push through those pain. That pain is because of this right here. You got to push through that pain. Get your notes out because that's the topic. Because I'm trying to live. What's your topic? I'm trying to live, baby. Yeah. I gotta push through this pain because I'm trying to live. I gotta change my perspective on things. I gotta change my view on things. Yeah. See, some of us been told our whole entire life how you wasn't gonna be anything. You've been told your whole entire life like you weren't good enough, you weren't enough, that you weren't capable, that you wasn't smart enough, that you don't look the part, that people are not gonna take you seriously. And you've allowed all of these negative folk. You done allowed all of these negative folk and their negative thoughts and their fears and their insecurities to cloud your own judgment. And what I'm telling you this morning is you're going to have to dismantle all of that. You're going to have to let go of the naysayers. You got to let go of the Debbie Doubters. You got to let go of the pity party patties. You got to let go of the spectators. You got to let go of the haters and understand that you ain't got nothing to prove to them, but to you, baby, you got, I'm about to show me something. Yeah. Leaving this learning. Come on, double tap on the screen. I appreciate that badge, man. Diversity, appreciate that. Yeah, diverse style. I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead. Send me some love real quick. I'm sorry. And then I still messed it up. It's diva style. Appreciate that badge, man. Send me some love. Let's just be real. What you say, coach? I say, you at one point or another, you got to say, baby, I'm trying to live. You got to look some folk directly in their face, eyeball to eyeball, 10 toes to the ground, and let me know, baby, you know what? As much as I love you, as much as I want to be with you, as much as I want this relationship to work, as much as I want this family to work, as much as I want to stay at this job, as much as I want to stay with over here dealing with you guys in this friendship and all of that, I'm trying to live right now. And where I see that y'all want to be at, what I see that y'all comfortable with, what I see that that's all that y'all want out of life, I'm gonna have to leave you right here. I'm gonna have to let that sit right there. Understand? Because it might be good for you, but it ain't good for me. It might be okay for you, but it ain't okay for me. You might be satisfied with that, but baby, I'm not satisfied with that. I know for a fact that I deserve more. I know for a fact that I could have more. I know for a fact that I could get it pressed down, shaken together, and running over. And as long as I settle, I'm going to suffer. As long as I settle, I am going to suffer. As long as I take less than and settle for less than and put up and tolerate with this, then guess what? I am going to suffer. My days of suffering ends right now. I'm trying to live. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have took the yesterday off. Cause I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, some of y'all at work and y'all like, man, I gotta turn her down some. Hello, double tap on the screen real quick. Yeah, double tap on the screen. Friends say, come on, I'm on the way. But you know, some of these folks at work, man, and I got folks trying to make it to work. They done pulled over on the side of the road. They like, wait a minute, she in my business. Yeah, feet kicked up on my coffee table. Yeah, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you gotta think that we've been playing with ourselves for way too long. We about down to the final hour. We got about 4 more weeks left, and we got to get this together. We got about 4 more weeks left before we transition over into our new. And I don't want us to take this same broken type of mentality over into our new. I don't want us to take this same struggling mentality over into our new. I don't want us to get over in our new year and still drag along that same weight that we know, that same weight, that same situation, that same, you know what I'm saying, discord over into our new. You got to make a commitment with yourself to say, new year, new me, baby. I'm trying to live. Yeah, I'm trying to live. I don't know about nobody else, but I'm trying to live. I'm trying to live, and I'm not just trying to live. I'm trying to live good. Hello, somebody. Some of y'all need to write that in big bold letters in red ink right there. Good. Just put good outside of that. I'm trying to live in big bold letters in red. Just put good, because not only do I want to live, I want to live good. Understand that I want to live good, and I'm about to give you my note right now. Because see, I already dropped the topic, and y'all down here, y'all are not playing with this button down here. Y'all at what? 85.1K. Double tap on that screen. Y'all almost at 100K, and we ain't even dropped the first note yet. That's just on the topic. I want you to understand the first note is just right here. I got to start living today. Why do you have to start living today? Because I can't afford to push it off anymore. Understand that I got to start living today, and I can't afford to push it off anymore. I can't afford to make no more excuses. I can't continue to make excuses for while I'm down bad. I can't continue to be the victim. I can't continue to play nice to get along. I can't continue to water it down. I can't continue to act like it don't matter. I can't continue to behave the way that I was behaving before, because I want to live, and I'm going to start living today, and I can't afford to play with me no more, because my church people, I'm going to give you I want to add something on it for my church people, for my spiritual people, but for those of us that's sleeping on ourselves, for those of us that act like we don't know who we are and whose we are, who we are and whose we are. Let me just say that it also says that I come that you might have life, and not just have life, but have it what? More abundantly. I'm gonna let that sit for a second. Yeah, y'all. I'm waiting on y'all to send me some love. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, friends say, okay, there you go. There you go. Hey, I just had to drop that out there. I had to put that out there. That was your note right there. I gotta start that. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. I had to put it out there, because it was some folk that was like, well, yeah, I understand what she's saying, but then that part right there, that was gonna seal it. Mochahannes, that part was gonna put the icing on the cake right there. That was the icing on the cake for those who needed to understand why we said the first note was, I'm going to start living today. I'm going to give it up today. I'm letting go of the excuses today. I'm moving forward today. I'm removing fear today. I'm letting go of the insecurities today. I'm going to stop playing with myself today. I'm going to stop watering me down today. I'm walking in my new right now, and I'm going to do that today, because I had to seal it with the word, because that right there, they can't argue with. They can argue with a lot, but they can't argue with that right there. You can't tell me that I'm supposed to struggle in life. You can't tell me that I'm supposed to only survive in life. You can't tell me that I'm only supposed to have the bare minimum. You can't tell me that I'm supposed to be less than. You can't tell me that I'm supposed to be the tail when I know that I'm supposed to be the head, because he said, I came that you might have life, and not just have life, but have it more abundantly. You can't argue with that. I said y'all was gonna pull over on a I said go ahead and pull over when I was coming with that. I knew that was the first note. I just want you have to understand that. You have to understand that. So the more that you play with yourself, the more that you water yourself down, the more that you dilute yourself, and the more that you make excuses for why you are in the life that you're in and living in that situation that you're in, you have to understand that in that moment you're self-sabotaging by choice. You're self-neglecting by choice. You're going through what you're going through, and you're going through those situations, you're going through them by choice, because we live a life of choice. We have the power of choice. Understand that God is not a will-breaking God. He's not the type that's going to come into your life and start changing things around. He's going to put you in situations where you're going to have to make a decision. You make the choice. He controls the outcome. Hello, somebody. Make sure you take in the note. What? You have a choice to make. You have the power of choice. But once you make that choice, that decision about what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, and whom you're going to do it with, you have that power of choice, but God controls the outcome. Yeah, that ain't your job to try to control the outcome. And the moment that you do start trying to control the outcome, that makes you a manipulator. And I know that might be a little bit too deep for y'all, but that's another live that we'll do on another day. But I just want you to understand that the moment that you start trying to control the outcome, start trying to control the future, and doing all of that, trying to make people think and be how you want them to think and be and respond and live and all of that, how you want them to be and all of that, I need for you to understand that in that moment, you become the negative energy. You become the toxic energy. You become the problem right there, because you're operating with alternative motives. Now you're trying to make somebody be something that they are not, and that's not your job. You're a manipulator right there. That's not your job. That's not your job. You don't get to tell people how to be. You don't get to tell people who to be. You don't get to tell people how to respond. You get to see the type of people that they are, the way that they love, the way that they live, the way that they show up, and you get to make a decision. Again, we live a life full of choices. You get to make a decision as to whether or not you want to be a part of the life that they are living, a part of the way that they love, the part of the way that they relationship, the way that they, churchship, the way that they behave on a regular basis. You get to make a decision from that, but you do not have the right to try to change the person that they are. That's not your job. And that's the reason why majority of the time we be stuck in life and we feel like we're so used and abused and drained, is because we become obsessed with trying to make people be something that they're not. You gotta leave them where they at, yeah. Y'all about to, yeah. Some of y'all, yeah. I know it was some people that was confused, and I just, yeah. I don't believe in incomplete information. I don't believe in incomplete information. So just in case you needed to know, that ain't your job. You can't be out here trying to tell somebody what to do and how to do it. That's not your job. Look at Heather talking about, and that's a fact, a big one. Hello, somebody. That's a fact, and that's a big one. I don't care how much you love them. I don't care how good they look. I don't care what car they drive, what house they live in, and what type of income that they make. If they are not your match, baby, they are not your match. Put in my comment section, go get your match. That's not your match, baby. If you have to constantly tell them how to love you, if you got to constantly tell them how to respect you, if you got to constantly tell them how to show up for you, if you got to constantly go over there and spoon feed them every single thing throughout that relationship, I need for you to understand that that is not your match. You have to go get your match, because your match is going to do it automatically. Your match is going to do it without you asking. Your match is going to do it, and it's going to be organic. It's going to be attracting and flowing. It's just going to be doing what it's going to be doing, and you ain't got to run after it. You ain't got to beg it. You ain't got to do the most. You ain't got to become a pick me. None of that. Y'all trying to make me go into my live. That's my other live. That ain't my live for the day. Go on ahead now. Ain't that? Go on ahead now. Go on ahead, y'all. We on something else. Y'all do that to me every time. Go get your match. Go get your match. Y'all do that. Y'all do that to me all the time. Y'all do that to me all the time. Go get your match, baby. Sometimes you just got to tell people that though, baby. Go get your match. When you and you tell them to go get that match right when you see that red flag, baby. Right when you see that red flag. Right when you see that they're inconsistent. Right when you see that y'all are not on the same type of page. Yeah, because I be doggone if life already hard. I'm not gonna stay with nobody that's gonna make it harder. Understand that. I'm not gonna do it. Life is already hard. I'm not about to go over there and stay with nobody that's going to make it harder. If you're going to make it harder for my day, harder for me to be happy, harder for me to have joy, harder for me to have peace in my life, then you're just not my match, and you're going to have to go get your match. That's just not for me, because I want to go to my note number 2. If y'all ready for note number 2, y'all just put we ready in that comment section, because y'all down here, y'all at 135K on TikTok. That's what I'm talking about. Double tap on that screen. Send me some love real quick. Friends say ouch, yeah. If it's yours, you ain't got to beg it. And while I'm waiting on y'all to put we ready for this next note, I want to also say this to you right here. I want y'all to stop making all these different posts talking about how y'all want somebody that's solid, how y'all want somebody that's real, how y'all want somebody that's this way and that way. If you want somebody that's solid, if you want somebody that's real, if you want somebody that's going to be all about you, can y'all stop getting them out of other people's relationships? Can y'all stop getting them out of other people's bed? Can you stop getting them out of other people's situationships when you know them folks already got something going on with other folks? Stay out of the way. They're not dateable in that moment. Understand that, because the moment that you go over there and you go get them out of that person's bed, then you already know that they are a liar, they are cheat. And if they'll do it to them, what you think they're going to do to you? Hello, somebody. And then when you get with them and they break your heart, now you on social media crying for hours. I'm sick of seeing the posts. I ain't seen the post that many posts in 1 hour. You got 30 posts about somebody being disloyal, and it baffles me. It baffles me. Y'all, I'm baffled. I'm waiting on y'all while y'all saying y'all read it. But while y'all saying y'all read it, this just an add on, because I get tired. I'm strolling my timeline, and you got 30 posts in a 30-minute span. That's like one post every minute about something being disloyal. But how you gonna talk about disloyal when you done went and got them out of a relationship? You done went and got them out of a marriage or out of a situationship when you already knew that they was connected with somebody else. What you thought that a liar was gonna stop lying? A cheater was going to stop cheating? A manipulator was going to stop manipulating? You can't get mad at folk for being what you already knew that they was. You can't get upset with folk for being what you already knew that they was. You knew that was that person's personality, that person's person, whenever you went over there and did what you did. And now that was you should have mind your business, should have stayed on up out of there. That's all I'm saying. You should have mind your business, should have stayed up out of there. That's it. You can't want somebody that's solid, but you get them out of somebody else's bed, out of somebody else's relationship, out of somebody else's situationship. If they're still connected to anybody in any type of way, shape, or form, they are not dateable. Hello, somebody. Now I'm going to go to my second note, because y'all already told me that y'all was ready. Y'all already said y'all was ready. The next thing I need for you to understand is that you have got to accept your reality and stop wasting time. Yeah, accept the reality and stop wasting time. I'm gonna get more into that, but I'm waiting on y'all, cause somebody jumped up out their bed just now. Somebody then sat there, you laying next to your boo boo, your bun, you done turned your phone all the way up. Some of y'all was in the bathroom brushing your teeth. You then went ahead and put you put the phone up against the bathroom mirror and turned it all the way up, cause you want them to hear this part. Some of y'all in there scrambling them eggs, and now you done got a wooden spoon, so it won't make that scraping sound, cause you want them to hear it. Some of y'all done got that little small speaker and just plugged it in there, cause you want to make sure it's at the highest volume. You got to accept your reality and stop wasting time. And this right here is probably going to get me a bunch of flack inside my comment section, because every time I say stuff like this, it pisses off a narcissistic individual. It pisses off a controlling person. It pisses off a manipulator every single time. And then they jump into my inbox and they start doing the most. But the truth of the matter is, you have to accept the truth and you have to stop wasting time. There's a difference in between working with a person, dealing with a person that's actively trying to change their behavior, that's seeking therapy, that's seeking coaching, that's making a conscious effort to rebuild their life, to change the way that they're living and the way that they respond to you, how they show up in your life. There's a difference in between dealing with that type of individual and dealing with the individual that's all talk, no action. Don't get mad at me. A lot of y'all, you got to accept the truth and stop wasting time, because you already know that they're not about to change. You already know that what the person that you see them as is exactly who they are. They've already shown it to you. They are not going to be that person to you. They are not going to love you that way. They are not going to show up for you that way. They are not going to be as invested as you are. They are not going to do the things that you want out of every relationship. They are not your match. Understand that. And you have now got to stop playing delusional. You got to stop playing slow. You got to stop playing pretend. You got to stop playing nice. You got to stop trying to be so understanding in that situation. Accept the truth and stop wasting your time. Hello, somebody. Well, coach, it ain't no more excuses. Remember, we're not taking this into our new year. If I don't know where I stand with you, I'm going to stand next to somebody else. Hello, somebody. Dragging you along just ain't working for me. Babysitting you in a relationship ain't working for me. Constantly having the same conversations like a hamster on a treadmill ain't working for me. Begging you to do right, checking your phone for you to do right, going through your email for you to do right, pulling up to your mama house for you to do right, popping in on every place that you say that you are in order for you to do right. Baby, that's just not in my job description anymore. I want a relationship, not a project. I'm not FBI, CIA. I'm not a detective. I'm not going through all of that in order for a relationship to work. I am accepting the truth about you. This is the person that you are. And guess what? I can't force you to change. I'm not going to beg you to change. I'm not finna go outside my way trying to influence you to change. I'm going to leave you right here where you at. 2 finger swinging. Aboard that mission. Expeditious. Slim me my canoe. Send my floaties. I'm up out of there. The relationship is done. Sealed. That's it. No longer wasting my time. That's it. That's a wrap. It's a wrap. We got to wrap this up. We got 4 weeks to get. We got to wrap this up. This guy, put it in red ink. We got to wrap this up. We got to wrap this up. We got to wrap this up. Put it in red ink, baby. Wrap this up, baby. Put red. We got to wrap this up. I don't know about nobody else, but some of y'all got some relationships that you need to wrap up. It's time to wrap that up, baby. I'm too far out here now, Crystal. Hold on. It is what it is, baby. You won't have. It's time for you to wrap this up. It's time to wrap this up. I know you love them, and I know you want that marriage to work, but baby, it ain't gonna work. It's been 20 years and they still the same old individual. 20 years, 4 children later, and now you already got grandchildren. And I want you to understand that you owe it to them to break that cycle. You owe it to them to become a better person. You owe it to them to show them what healthy love, healthy relationship, and what healthy family is. It's time to wrap this up right here. Understand this, sweetheart. If you only been in that relationship for 3 months, that wasn't even a real relationship. That was a test run. Return back to sender expeditiously. Wrap this thing up. Hello, somebody. I don't care what the situationship is, the relationship is, the friendship is, the job ship is, the family ship is, whatever ship that you own with whomever, it's time to go ahead and what? Get to abort that mission. If that ship ain't shipping, because that's what Webster said it's supposed to do. A ship is designed to take you places, and then that relationship ain't taking you places, it's time for you to abort. Yeah, we gotta wrap. We're gonna have to wrap this up. We gotta wrap this up. This ship ain't shipping, baby. Yeah, we been at dock too long. We been. I just. Yeah, come on. Some of y'all been sitting at the dock for way too long. Y'all got 5 years at the dock. Y'all been plugged into the dock for. Oh yeah, y'all been at the dock for like 5 years trying to figure out, are y'all together or not? Y'all been over there trying to figure out, are y'all gonna make it work or not? Are y'all gonna come back from this or not? Are y'all gonna be good or not? Are y'all gonna work on things or not? And every single time, it's one day it's hot, the next day it's cold. Then the next day you're up, then the next day you're down, and then the moment that you don't say or do what they want you to do, then you're back off again. All of this emotional roller coaster, this constant inconsistency in your life, the relationship torture that they got you on. I need you to wrap this up. We gotta accept the truth. I gotta wrap this up. Hey Tony, it is what it is, baby. Yeah, I gotta wrap this up. It's time to wrap this up. Hello, somebody. It is what it is, baby. Understand, because as long as you allow them to play in your face, that's exactly what they're gonna do. As long as you allow them to in and out your life the way that they've been in and out your life, like you got a revolving door attached to your backside, is exactly what they're gonna do. As long as you allow them to play you like you a Barbie doll, a Tonka truck, or a train track that they can pick up and put down whenever they get ready, then guess what? That's exactly what they're gonna do. People are only gonna do to you in your life what you allow. It's one thing to see their trauma. It's one thing to see the things that they've gone through. It's one thing to understand their past and their struggles and why they are the way that they are. It's one thing to see it and understand it, but that does not mean that you have to accept it. It does not mean that you got to tolerate it. It does not mean that you got to baby them, cradle them in no type of way, form, or fashion, baby. Your trauma is your trauma to heal, not mine. Your issues, what you're going through in your past life, your generational curses and the demons that you're dealing with, those are your demons, your generational curses, your family issues, not mine. You will not destroy me because them folk tried to destroy you. You won't take me out because them folk tried to take you out. You will not come into my life, and yeah, we ain't exchanging that, baby. Life already hard. Yeah, life already hard. Yeah, we not exchanging that right there. I'm gonna tell you right now. I ain't gonna be able to do it. You gonna have to go get you somebody else. You gonna have to go get you somebody else. Let me get 5 badges on IG. Let me get 5 badges on IG, man. Y'all almost at 200K. Y'all at 193.4. Let's go. Double tap on that screen. Yeah, y'all gonna have to get somebody else to do it. That's what you gonna have to do. Friends say pass the collection plate, man. I'm trying to talk to him. This morning. I need for them to understand that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to talk to him this morning, baby. There's a difference in between you working with a person and you wasting your time. And a lot of y'all right now, y'all are wasting y'all time because you're playing pretend. You're acting like you don't know what's going on in your life. And the truth of the matter is you're very much aware of what it is that this person is and how they behave. You already seen all the signs. You've seen all the red flags. But because you enjoy the good moments, because you enjoy the times that y'all smiling, you enjoy all these things. We done with the temporary. I'm done with the temporary. Hello, somebody. I see the badges coming. Appreciate y'all, man. I'm done with the temporary. I'm done with the temporary love. I'm done with the temporary happiness. I'm done with the temporary smiles. I'm done with all the temporary. I want something in my life that's going to be permanent. If this ain't permanent, it's going to be eliminated. You got to go. I ain't got no temporary positions available. Baby, this is not a deco. This is not express personnel. This is not pro logistics personnel. You can't just slide in here on a 30-day assignment or a 90-day assignment. Not in my life, baby. This is a permanent type of situation. If you ain't in here for the long haul, then I don't need it. I need for you to understand. I don't got no temporary positions available. Double tap on my screen real quick. I ain't got no time to be wasting with nobody. I'm going to accept you for the person that you showed me. What you say, you are the person that you showed me that you were. That's it. That's all. Once I see that you're inconsistent, once I see that you're a liar, that you're a cheat, once I see that you're controlling, once I see that you still got yesterday's issues, still got you in a headlock, once I see that you're not trying to move forward in life, once I see that you're happy with that drama and that trauma that's attached to you, then I'm getting right on up out your face and up out your way expeditiously. Team Street, y'all already know what to do. What we do, perfect the exit, baby. Hello, somebody. Put it in the comment section. What we do, perfect the exit. If we don't know how to do nothing else, we know how to get out your face and out your way expeditiously. We done perfected our exit, baby. It ain't safe to play over him. It ain't safe. It ain't, yeah, Team Street. We know what time it is. What, perfect the exit. I see it in the comment section. Y'all don't waste no time on TikTok. Y'all be like, oh, we perfect the exit, baby. Perfect the exit. If we don't know how to do nothing else, we know how to get out your face. And that's why they be so mad at us. Baby, we know how to get out your face and out your way real quick. You ain't gonna get no paragraph from us. We ain't sending you no 4-page letter. We ain't doing none of that, baby. You gonna cry many a nights dealing with us, baby, because we up out of there expeditiously. The days of us running out the folk, oh, that's gone, honey. The days of us begging you, sending you all them paragraphs on paragraphs, and then emailing you and downloading text apps to try to talk to you. Oh, baby, you know they've been attached to me when they stop doing all that. We ain't even playing them type of games. The moment that you make a decision in your life to say that you don't love us, that you don't want to be here, that this ain't the relationship for you, you're going to have to stand on that right there, baby, because you won't get multiple times to come over here and try to tell me I'm not good enough. You're not going to get multiple times to tell me that you don't want me. You ain't going to get multiple times to come over here and try to break my heart or make me feel bad. You better watch what come up out of your mouth, because, baby, you're going to have to stand on it around these parts. We done did what? Perfected the exit. Know how to get out your face expeditiously. 2-finger swinging. I'm talking a blink of an eye. Mid-conversation. If that vibration ain't what it's supposed to be. Hello, somebody. I'm up out of there. Because one thing's for sure, two things for certain is what? My kindness will not change your character. That's the note right there. That's note number 3. My kindness will not change your character. You are who you are. I'm gonna get into it though, Heather. I'm giving you a second. Your kindness, my kindness is not going to change your character. You are who you are. And some of us, we've been letting folk just walk all over our kindness. Some of us been letting people drag us by our kindness. Some of us, we done took our kindness and got doggone. We done jumped off the cliff with our kindness. We done let folk take our kindness as a weakness. We done let people take our kindness and just do all types of stuff with it, baby. They doing double touch with it. They doing hokey pokey with it. They doing playing all types of games with our kindness, baby. Our kindness is just all over the place. We done been so kind and so understanding to people that we done gave them the perception that they can play with us. We done been so kind and so understanding with folk that they think that they can walk us like a dog, that they can drag us through the mud, that they can drag us across cold. We done been so kind to folk. Understand that. We done been so kind that our kindness have got us in some uncomfortable situations. We done been so kind that we right now, our kindness did it. I'm over here because I thought that my kindness could make you be something that you're not. Your kindness cannot make a person be something that they are not. I just want you to understand your kindness will not change their character. And the reason why I said their character, because their character is the person that they are in their inward parts. Understand that their character is what's going to show. Understand your character is not displayed. See, we put everybody got their representation. I want to teach for a second. I want to teach. Can I teach for a second? Just put yes in the comment section. I want to teach. I want to break down the representation from your character. Can I do it? Can I do it? I just want to know. Okay, friends say yes. They say yes. They tearing it up down here. Okay, 231K. Y'all is on point today. Teach. I need for you to understand that everybody have a representation. The representation is the person that they present to you. Understand? That's the person that you see when you first meet them. That's when they all nice and polite and they willing to do everything, go above and beyond, and they opening doors and they taking you to lunches and brunches and dinners, and they ready to buy all the bags that you need, and they got all the conversation, and they can text back within 2 seconds. By the time you just sent your message, their message and already came back. That's the representation. That's the person that they present to you to try to reel you right on in. That's the representation. That character, the character is what's shown once the pressure is applied. Yeah, you see a person's real character when you start saying no. You see a person's character when you stop being able to come through for them. You see a person's real character when things are not a pillow of pink roses. You see everybody's character, their character, what's in them will start to show when they're not getting what they wanted from you. And that's the true character. So when I say that your kindness will not change their character, they are who they are. I'm telling you that no matter what you give them, no matter what you do for them, no matter what sacrifices you make for them, they are still going to be who they are at their core self. Understand understand that. And you don't know who a person is at their core self until things are not going the way that they wanted them to go. Because it's easy to be nice when everything is going nice. It's easy to be happy, joy when everything is happy, joy. It's easy to be loving and kind and affectionate when everything is all love, all kindness and affection. But when those days come, when things get hard, when you're being tested, when you're in a dark hour, when you can't come through like how you normally come through, will it be the same? Understand that. In a lot of cases, you're seeing that it's not. And when we see that it's not the same, when we see that when we say no, your mood shift, when we see that we can't come through and your mood shift, when we see that when we don't do what you want us to do, say what you want us to say, or behave how you want us to behave, there's a shift in the relationship. There's a shift in the way you respond and the way that you interact with me when you're not getting your way with me. That's your character right there. That's your character. That's a red flag. I got some more. I got a little bit. You get to changing when I don't get to doing what you want me to do. When I don't be doing what you want me to do, you get to changing. You get to acting different. All of a sudden, you can't text, you can't call. All of a sudden, I ain't heard from you all day. All of a sudden, you could go 24 hours without talking to me. You could go 24 hours without seeing me. You could go 24 hours without dealing with me and all these different things. Like, no, babe, I want you to understand that. When persons start playing that, ignoring you, when they don't talk to you, when they don't call you, they don't interact with you, and they can do that for a long period of time. You know what I'm saying? I want you to understand that that's psychological abuse right there. They're doing that because they know that bothers you. They're doing that because they know that that's going to hurt you. They are doing that because they want to get up under your skin, and you got to stop letting people play mind games with you. That you will not play those mind games with me. The moment that you think that you can walk around here and you can ignore me and you can go days without talking to me, you ain't doing nothing but showing me how to exist without you, how to live without you, how to build up my, I'm going to take it. That's exactly how I'm going to take it. That's exactly how I'm going to take it. Just like that right there. And Moses right on about my business. Because if you could go a whole 24 hours, try going 48. Understand that. Then try doing a week, try doing a month. Just keep that energy. Stay right on over there, because you're not going to be able to play those type of games with me, because I'm the individual. I like effective communication. I want somebody that can utilize their words. Understand that. And if you can't communicate your emotions, if you can't communicate how you feel, if we can't sit down and have a conversation where we can come to some type of mutual understanding, then you are not yet ready to be in a relationship. You ain't ready to be in a friendship. You ain't ready to be in a marriage ship. I don't want to be connected to nothing or nobody that cannot communicate, that cannot comprehend, that cannot pick up what it is that I put down. I ain't got that type of time in me. Nope, I'm not about to do it. And I'm not finished with that, because I got some more I'm going to add on to that. Number one, that's psychological abuse, and that's what people be doing. They go outside their way, want to play ignoring you. And the second part of that is, baby, you are not my child. Yeah, some of y'all about to show enough act up when I finish that. Yeah, hold on, Heather, I'm coming. Come on, yeah. Good morning, Dessa, baby. How you? Yeah. What you say? You are not my child. What you trying to tell me, Coach? Where you going with this right here? Yeah, that silent treatment. Google the silent treatment, and it's going to tell you exactly what I just said. Psychological abuse. That's what they do. Let me. I'm about to tell you are not my child. Why you say that, Coach? Because you having an adult temper tantrum. That's what we doing right now. We having an adult temper tantrum. You think that because you're gonna walk around pouting that I'm supposed to bend to what it is that you want? You think that because you walking around with your mouth pushed out, your face balled up, that I'm supposed to fall in and cater to whatever it is that you want because you're not happy? Baby, you're not my child. I don't even tolerate temper tantrums for my children, so I doggone sure ain't about to tolerate no temper tantrum from a grown adult. I suggest you learn how to use your words before you be using your feet. Hello, somebody. What you say? Pat and turn. Get on up out my face, baby. Pat and turn. Get on up out my. I'm just in that place in my life where I'm not babysitting grown adults. This is not that. I didn't sign up to be a caregiver. That's not my job. I'm not a CNA, ABC, whatever them people is that take care of grown adults. That's not my job. I'm a motivational speaker and a life coach. I am a mom, but my children is grown. That's not my job. You understand what I'm saying? That's not my job. I'm not gonna babysit no grown adult, and I'm not about to go outside my way trying to cater to your adult temper tantrum because you didn't get what you wanted or the response that you wanted, or I'm not doing what you want me to do in the moment in which you want it done, I'm not going to tolerate that type of disrespect. I like grown folk interaction. I like dealing with adults. Understand that. And if you can't deal in that manner, then you ain't got no business dealing with me. And a lot of y'all are not living up to y'all fullest potential. You're not living your very best life, and you're not living on the level of life that you deserve to be living on. It's because you're constantly dealing with and catering to adult temper tantrums. What you're trying to do, I'm trying to live. And not only am I trying to live, I'm trying to live good. So what Coach doing is exposing to me all the different things that I'm doing that's preventing me from being able to live good. All the different things that's in my life that's distracting me from being able to live good. For all the different relationships that I have in my life that I'm catering to, that's preventing me, that's keeping me, that's blocking me from being able to live good. The topic of the day is I'm trying to live good. And in order for me to live good, I can't be attached to no foolishness. Yeah, okay, well, you can put that in your notes too, but that wasn't in what I did. But in order for me to live good, I can't be attached to no foolishness. I can't be attached to no foolishness. I just want you to understand that. So what you're trying to tell me, Coach, I'm ready to go on my next note because they almost at 300K down here. They at 273K. I'm ready to go to my next note real quick. I'm ready to go. I'm trying to live good. Hello, somebody, and that good need to be in red ink and big bold letters. I'm not only because I ain't just living, I'm living good because my first note was what? He said that he come that I might have life and have it more abundantly. That means I ain't got no business out here struggling. That means I ain't got no business out here just simply surviving. That don't mean that I supposed to be out here, you know what I'm saying, acting like I'm the tail when I know that I'm ahead. Ain't no need me being out here acting like I'm beneath when I know that I'm on top. I can't do that. He says, I'm going to start living today. Your first note was I'm going to start living today. And the reason why I know that I'm going to start living today is because he said that he come, that I might have life and I might have it more abundantly. So I'm not settling for less than what I deserve. I'm not going to do that. I want you to understand that I'm not surviving in life. I'm about to thrive in life. If this ain't giving what it's supposed to have gave, I'm about to pick me something else. If this relationship ain't relationshiping, I'm about to pick me something else. If this marriage ain't marriaging, I'm about to pick me something else. If this job ain't jobbing, I'm about to pick me something else. That's what I'm about to do. Because understand, pressed down, shaking together, running over, I'm going to need some of that. I'm going to need all of that. My second note was you got to accept the truth and stop wasting time. We done wasted enough time on folk already. We done babysit folk long enough already. It's time for us to go ahead and do what? Wrap it up, baby. It's time to move forward in life. Your third note was my kindness will not change your character. You are who you are. That's it. That's all. And I'm going to leave you right there with it. You are who you are. You like it. I love it. I'm going to move on. That's for you in your life. That's just not good enough for me in mine. Hello, somebody. And I'm ready to go to my next note, baby. I'm standing 10 toes to the ground about me. I'm not responding to no adult temper tantrums. I'm not about to be babysitting no grown adults, and I'm not tiptoeing around nothing. I'm not walking. I'm not tiptoeing around nothing, and I'm not being okay with things that I know for a fact that I'm not okay with. I'm not playing cool, and I'm not playing nice to get along with a soul. Why? Because the season that we're in right now, we are not going to be able to be passive. I just waiting on y'all. That's the note right there. The season, you can't afford to be passive in this situation, in the season that we in. What you trying to tell me, Coach? This is a season of passion. You got to find something. You got to find what you're passionate about. The note is you can't be passive in this season. It's time to pull out your passion. It's time for you to find what you're passionate about. It's time for you to tap into yourself. It's time, It's time. I'm gonna get deeper into it, so you ain't even got to worry about that. Hold on. Yeah, it's the season. It's the season of passion, baby. It's the season of passion. She said, I'm woke now. It's a season of passion, baby. Understand that when you find something that you're extremely passionate about, you show up different. Let's just be real. When you find something that you're passionate about, you speak about it differently. Understand, when you find somebody that you're passionate about, you show up different, you speak different, you behave different. So you got to understand that this passiveness that we've been having, where it is what it is, and it really don't matter. I really don't care. Whatever. That right there, that got to go. Because that's why we in the situations that we in right now. That's why we're dealing with the things that we're dealing with right now. That's why we're going through hell in high water in our life right now is because we're being too okay with things that we ain't got no business being okay with. We being too passive with things that we really should be passionate about. What you say, Coach? You being too passive about things that you shouldn't be passive about. What you trying to tell me? I just want you to write in my comment section you, but put it in all capital letters. You've been real passive about you, sis. You've been real passive about you, bro. Like, yeah. See, there you go. What you mean? What I've been passive about you? You've been real passive about you. And that's why you in the situation that you in right now. You've been real passive about you. And you just been letting people play with you. You just been letting people take from you. You've been letting people run off with your goods. You've been letting people just do the absolute most in your life. I'm talking about run a full-blown muck all up and through your life, baby. You've been real passive when it got something to do with you. And I want you to wake up right now today. The topic that we're talking about is I'm trying to live, and I'm trying to live good. And in order for you to be able to live good, I need for you to understand that you're going to have to get passionate when it comes down to you. You're going to have to become passionate when it comes down to you. I'm talking about the same type of passion that Christ had when he went into the temple where they was in there doing what they weren't supposed to be doing. And he got to turning over tables and tearing stuff up. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Okay, well, there you go. Yeah, well, there you go. Come on, man. She said you were my business coach. I'm waiting on them to send me some love up top. Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about right there. That way, yeah. Come, my friend say yes, Lord. Let's just be real about it. Let's just what you say? All smoke, baby. All smoke, baby. When it comes, all smoke. Hello, somebody. I've been so passive about me. I've been letting people just do whatever they want to do, say whatever they want to say, behave however they want to behave. And guess what, Coach? I just been still showing up. I still been doing it anyway, even though they said this and did that, even though I know this about them and that about them, even though I done heard all the stuff that they done said behind my back, I still pretend like I don't know, and I just come on through with it. The devil is a lie. Ain't nobody about to play in my face. I want you to understand there's two things you won't do. You won't play me and you won't play with me. Hello, somebody. All smoke. Hello, somebody. All smoke. I'm no longer being that individual that's going to allow you to play off in my face. You've been real passive when it come down to you. And you've been allowing people to do a lot of things that you should have been putting your foot down about in your life. It's time for you to get passionate about you. It's time for you to get very passionate about you. So passionate that you're holding yourself accountable, that you're creating your boundaries, that you're holding yourself accountable for respecting your boundaries and other folks as well. Understand, so passionate about you and your boundaries in your life that, you got that same type of passion that Christ had when he walked up into that temple. You know what? Don't act right. I tear it apart. I tear this whole thing down right here. I tear this whole thing up right here, baby. Yeah, I air this whole entire thing out right here. We'll tear this up right now today. We'll tear this up right now today. Hello, somebody, some of y'all got somebody in y'all life right now that y'all need to be telling that to already, baby. You know what? We could dismantle this relationship right now today. Matter of fact, we could turn this marriage over like Christ turned that table over. We could turn that over right now today. Them friends, baby, we can end this friendship right now today. We could get to moving stuff around the way it needs to be moved, and we could do that right now today, because I tell you what I'm not finna do. I'm not finna let you play with me. I'm not finna let you disrespect me. I'm not finna be more of a friend to you than you are to me, not more of a family member to you than you are to me, not more of a lover to you than you are to me. If you cannot reciprocate, you cannot participate in my life in any type of capacity. I'm done accepting less than what I deserve. I'm done playing small. Understand that I'm at a place in my life right now where it's either go big or go home, baby. It's either go big or go home. That being passive ain't gonna work for me. Tiptoeing around ain't gonna work for me. Whispering to folk ain't gonna work for me. Being a coward ain't gonna work for me. Understand that. Chin up, chest out. Hello, somebody. I'm confident, I'm competent, and I'm ready to confront. Hello, somebody, anything and everybody. I want all the smoke. You ain't going to be able to play with me the way that you used to play with me. And the reason why a lot of these folks is still playing with you is because you've been very passive about you. When it came down to you, that's what you've been doing. So yeah, because you didn't check them the first time, that's why it's didn't happen a second, a third, and a fourth, and a fifth, and now they've made a pattern of disrespecting you because you didn't check them when you needed to check them. You got to understand it's time to get passionate. Yeah, it's time, y'all. Okay, double tap on my screen, man. I got 3 badges. Let me get 2 more badges up top. Let me get 2 more badges up there, yeah. Yeah. It's time to get past. It is what it is. Y'all gonna have to figure this thing out. Come on now. You gonna have to figure this thing out, because the problem is we've been so understanding that they didn't got comfortable with the disrespect. They didn't got comfortable with the disrespect. They didn't got comfortable talking to you crazy. They didn't got comfortable in and out your life whenever they see fit. They didn't got so comfortable that they done made it a pattern. And if you know for a fact that you in that situation right now, and you like, coach, you know what, you absolutely right about that, because I didn't say anything, because they feel like I'm so easygoing, because they feel like I'm that type of woman that don't like to argue, and I don't like drama, and I don't like going back and forth. They have totally taken my kindness as a weakness. Every time they talking to somebody, they be like, yeah, she ain't even like that. She don't like to argue. She don't like to go back and forth. And I want you to understand that there's some things in your life that you're going to have to put your foot down, and you're going to have to speak up about. There's going to be some things in your life where you're going to have to address that elephant in the room. There's going to be some things in your life that you are not going to be able to afford to keep your mouth closed on. You're going to have to say what needs to be said and walk smooth off. Hello, somebody, you won't play me and you won't play with me. The reason why a lot of y'all are getting taken advantage of the way that you are right now is because of that passive type of mentality, that passive type. Yeah, you that passive person, baby. I'm very passionate. If I care, you're going to know that I care. If I'm invested, you're going to know that I'm invested. If I want it, you're going to know that I want it. But you're going to also know that it's a bonus in my life. I want it. I don't need it. Talk to me, Team Street. Yeah, talk to me, Team Street. Yeah, I want it, but I don't need it. I don't need it, baby. You better, yeah, I want it, but I don't need it. Thank you so much, Dale, for that badge. Yeah, I want it, but I don't need it. I want you to understand, I want you, but I don't need you. I'm good with or without. I'm gonna be happy with or without. I'm gonna be successful with or without. Now, if you want to be here, then we can work that out and we can make it work. But if getting on out that door gonna be the best thing for you, then go ahead go ahead on out the door, baby. Go ahead and do what you got to do. Understand that. Don't ever feel like you got to put up with me, though. You ain't got to tolerate me in no type of way, shape, or form, because Team Street know how to do what, baby? We done perfected the exit. We know how to get out your face and out your way expeditiously. I'm talking about blink of an eye, skinny minute, baby. Halfway down the road and you still talking. We gone already. Not about to play with you. Not in this season, because we're at that place right now where we got to accept the truth and stop wasting time. I want to get to my next note right here. Yeah, because some of y'all be letting people do this to y'all so much, and y'all over there, y'all didn't let them make it a pattern of them disrespecting you, a pattern of them being in and out your life whenever it was beneficial for them or whenever it was convenient for them. And what's your next note, coach? Somebody just asked me, what's your next note? Somebody just ask me what's my next note. Just ask me what's your next note. Just say what's your next note. Just put it in the comment section, y'all. I got more notes. Yeah. See, it's that pattern. What's my next note? My next note say I can't afford a convenient commitment. I cannot afford a convenient commitment. I can't afford a convenient commitment. I can't afford that. We in a season where you can't afford to be committed only when it's convenient. Yeah, I couldn't wait to drop that. That's a fact. That's a fact. I can't. Yeah, I need for you. I can't afford a convenient commitment. I can't afford that. You cannot afford that. It's either you all the way in or you all the way out. There's no straddling the fence. Understand that. There's no 1 foot in, 1 foot out. There's no lukewarmness. There's no shades of gray. Understand that it's either you are in or you're out. And you cannot be committed only when it's convenient for you. And that's what you got to let folk know. And see, right now they're playing with you because they've been seeing that you have been playing with your own boundaries. Talk to them street. Oh, that's good. That's good teaching. That's good teaching right there. Leandra, I see you done popped in. Baby, we about halfway through. You late. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's good. That's good teaching. That's good. That's good teaching right there. What you friends say, pow. You can't afford to be convenient. afford to have a convenient commitment. And a lot of times people play with you at their convenience because they see themselves, they already see this, that you're not committed to your own boundaries, that you say one thing and you do something else. You say you're going to the gym, but then you make excuses for why you can't go to the gym. You say you're going to fast, but then somebody cooks something and all of a sudden you're breaking your fast. You say that you're going to stop doing this, you're going to stop doing that, but then they turn right back around and they see you doing all the things that you say that you weren't going to do. You say that you weren't going to tolerate no more disrespect from people, but then they see you over there tolerating unlimited amount of disrespect. They see you say that I'm no longer going to put up with that individual. They're not good for me, and you have this hour conversation about how they show up in your life or don't show up in your life, how they do this and they do that, but then they turn right back around and you on Facebook with a whole picture skinning and grinning and smiling, talking about couples goals. Okay, too personal street, I'm sorry, but the thing about it is, at the end of the day, they don't respect your boundaries because you don't respect your boundaries. They don't respect you because you don't respect you. And I need for you to understand that you cannot afford, in the season that we're in, as we're preparing to go into our next phase of life, you cannot afford a convenient commitment. It's either you in or you out. Okay. I'm sorry. Friends say you looking in my window. Okay, hold on now. Yeah. That's why they don't take you seriously when you start talking about your growth and your development. That's the reason why they don't take you seriously when you start saying you're getting therapy, you're getting coaching, and you're working on yourselves, is because you don't take, they say they don't take you seriously because in their mind, they don't see you taking you seriously. She said, wait a minute. She said, poet, why are you talking about me? Who told you? I'm sorry, babe. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Yeah, at one point, we got to fix this, right? At one point, you got to understand that you're going to have to either be in or you're going to have to be out. Yeah, one or the other. But that convenient commitment, that's not going to be able to work in your new year. Understand that if you're trying to go big, if you're trying to go extreme, if you're trying to reinvent, recreate a better version of you, you're going to have to be committed. Because I'm going to tell you one thing about people is people are going to be watching. They're going to watch every single move you make. If don't nobody study you like a person, don't nobody study you like a hater. You can put that in red ink too. What'd you say, coach? Don't nobody study you like a hater. A hater study you big time. They ain't doing nothing but studying you because they're waiting. They're waiting on their aha moment. They're waiting on the moment to say that I told you so. They're waiting on that moment to be able to laugh. They're waiting on that moment to be able to expose you. They're waiting on that moment to try to discredit you. They're waiting on that moment to try to slander you. Nobody studies you harder than a hater. Nobody studies you harder than a narcissistic individual that you're in a relationship with. Nobody studies you more than a toxic person, a toxic family member, friend, or anybody that you're connected to. They study you to wait on that opportunity to be able to expose you as being fake, expose you as being fraud, expose you as being not the person that you pretend to be. You gotta understand that. So when you having these convenient commitments with yourself, the moment that you backslide, the moment that you throw in the towel and not do, they can't wait to say, I knew you weren't gonna make it. Girl, I knew it. I knew you weren't going to do it, honey, because you know you love that man too much. I knew you weren't going to stay away. You love that woman too much. You know, y'all done been through so much together. Oh, child, I knew you was going to go running back, honey. I knew you was going to do that. And then as soon as they walk away, seeing your face, they laughs and it's joking. It's like it's nothing. But as soon as you walk away, the conversations that they have with other people is completely different. They go ahead and let it be known. They go ahead and let it be known right then and there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know she weak. You know he weak. They gullible. They ain't got no sense. Ain't no way in the world I'd be over there dealing with nobody that I know that is a liar, that I know is a cheat, that I know don't mean me no good. I know that over there dragging me through the mud, but honey, she like it. I love it. You know, they waiting on that opportunity. Come on, let's just be real. I'm just saying that's what people be doing. You know what I'm saying? That's what people be doing. That's why it's important for you to make sure that when you make decisions in your life, when you make boundaries in your life, when you create these standards in your life, you create boundaries that you know that you can stand on and you hold yourself accountable. You cannot ask somebody to respect you on a level that you don't respect yourself. You can't expect for somebody to do a certain thing or be a certain type of way to you in your life if you are not yet yourself being that individual individual to yourself. You have to be an example of what you want other people to be to you. If they see that you don't play with you, they already know I ain't gonna be able to play with her. If they see the way that and hear the way that you talk to yourself, because it's a lot of times when we're talking to ourselves, and you have to be mindful of the people that surround you. When you looking at yourself and you like, I don't like this about me, I don't like that about me, and you're speaking negatively about you, you got to understand that there's ears around you, and those people hear what you're saying about you, and then they start saying those same things about you. They start pointing out your insecurities. They start pointing out those things. Why? Because you said that about yourself. Why are you mad at me when I said, but you said about yourself? Come on, you got to watch the things that you say about yourself. Don't nobody watch you harder than a hater. I just had to make sure, I just had to make sure that I put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just had to make sure that I put it out there. Yeah, you got to understand that you cannot afford to have that convenient commitment. Hello, somebody. And I want to also say this right here, and stop arguing with everybody too. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you got to understand that some folks, that's what they get off on. Some folks are those type of people that they just want to argue. Yeah, that's a fact. I'm going into the note right now, y'all. I just want you to understand. Stop arguing with people. Stop connecting yourself with people that you got to argue with in order for them to get on board with whatever the mission is. That you got to go outside your way to try to get them convinced, to try to make them understand, to try to help them see the vision. Disconnect from those folks expeditiously. That just simply means that those people are not a part of your tribe. They are not a part of your mission. They are not a part of whatever it is that you got to be working on in your life. People that are supposed to be a part of your tribe, that's supposed to be a part of your mission, you don't have to go through all of that with. You got to understand that there's a difference in between people that like to argue and people that like action. You need action friends, not argumentative. Action, not argumentative. An action, not argumentative. That's a note right there. Get away from people that you got to argue with. What are you arguing with them for? Trying to go out, you have to go outside your way trying to prove who you are to them. You have to go outside your way trying to make them understand. You have to go outside of your way to try to get them on board, to try to convince them of whatever it is that you're doing, when you can get away from them and get around some folk that already, you know what? I know what you're trying to do. I see that vision, man. And if I'm not mistaken, I know that you got to think that if we're going to operate with the mindset of Christ, right? You got to understand that it was a lot of these different situations all throughout that he never went and got people. If you notice in the situations of his disciples and other people that he was dealing with, do you notice that Christ never got with people that were already in the church? Okay, okay, don't get mad at me. All right, but do you notice that every time that he was getting with people or he was dealing with people, it was always people that was coming from, as we would say, from the mud, or coming from a struggle, that was coming from a issue, that was always something that was going on in their life that he was going through. And as he was going through, as he was walking, it was always somebody that he met along the way that had a issue, that had a struggle, that had a trial, that had a tribulation. Had you ever noticed that? It was never the people from the church. It was never any of those people. You know why? Because some of these people are already convinced in their own mind. And in order for you to be able to talk to them, to deal with them, you will have to go over there and try to deprogram everything that they've been programmed to think. Everything that would take years to be able to do. You would be spending all of your time arguing with these people that already got their mind made up, arguing with these people that already convinced that this is the way that it is, this is the way that it's going to be. He was never out arguing with people. That just wasn't his thing to do. Say what needs to be said and walk smooth off. Do what needs to be done, walk smooth off. That's how it always was. It was never a situation where he was out trying to convince people that was already convinced. If you're already convinced, if that you already got your mind made up, if that's already what you got going on, okay, well then okay, cool. Not a wheel breaking God. But we try to convince. And when a person is emotionally sick, they can't be convinced. That's just a fact. When a person is emotionally sick, they cannot be convinced. There's nothing that you can say or do that's going to change that individual. So you have to leave them right there where they are. Understand that. Because it's a waste of your time, a waste of your energy, and waste of your effort. You're at that moment, you're throwing pearl to the swine. Because no matter what you say or do, they're going to still be the person that they are, the people that they are. You have to be around open-minded people. You have to be around, if you want to be a go-getter, you have to get around go-getters. You want to go big, you have to get around people that want to go big. You want to do big things, you have to get around people that want to do the same thing. If you're around people that don't want to do that, they're always going to have something negative. They're always going to have something that's going to be self-doubt or fearful, because they don't see past what they see. All they see is what's right here. They don't think outside the box. They're not risk takers. So there's no growth in those people. So that's why you have to leave them. There were some situations where he would go. Let's just go to where we were talking about. I'm just proving the point. Remember when he went to go heal the young girl at the house? Left everybody outside. And then after he did it, said, I don't even want you to tell him that I done it. Walked in there, did his business, and left. And said, don't even tell him. Don't even tell him. That's a fact. Some people, it's a fact, y'all. You do what you got to do and you keep it moving. You don't have anything to prove to these people. You just don't have, we don't have that type of time. Understand it. We just don't have that type of time. Do what you got to do and keep moving on about your business. You know what I'm saying? And the next thing I want to say is stop bargaining your freedom with toxic people. Stop bargaining your freedom with these toxic people. What you mean by that? Why are you over there negotiating with somebody that you need to be disassociating yourself with? If you do this, then I do that. If you stop doing this, then I do this. Okay, that's too much. That's too much. Okay, well, I'm already out here, so I don't understand why I can't pull it back. I can't. Yeah, what you look like negotiating your freedom, negotiating your joy, negotiating your peace, negotiating your happiness, your success in life with these toxic, narcissistic, emotional, manipulating people. What do you look like negotiating your freedom from these folks? If you do this, then I'll do that. The devil is a lie. I'm not negotiating with anybody that I need to be disassociating myself with. Two-finger swinging, I'm up out of there. The moment that you see that they cannot pick up what it is that you put down, you owe it to yourself right then and there to disconnect from them. You owe it to yourself right then and there to go ahead and cut ties with them. You owe it to yourself right then and there to say that this right here at this stop, this is where I get off. The problem comes in is that you start negotiating your worth, negotiating your value, negotiating your joy, your peace with people that are not even on your level. They can't even give you what you, come on. Yeah, I'm waiting on y'all. Y'all at 400K. Double tap on the screen. We almost there. We almost at the goal of 500. We almost at the goal of 500K. Double tap on the screen. Y'all at 404K. Yeah, I'm just saying a lot of times. Why are you negotiating your worth? Why are you negotiating your peace? Why are you negotiating your happiness? Why are you negotiating your value with people that are not even on the same level as you? What do you look like negotiating yourself with some people? Yeah, you can't even give me the love that I give you. That right there is beyond deep. You can't even give me the love that I give you, and that ain't even got a price. You can't give me the respect that I give you. You can't even show up for me the way that I show up for you. Understand that, and all of those things are free. These things don't even require money. You can't even do for me what I do for you for free. And you negotiating your worth, your freedom, your peace with them. Stop negotiating with people that you should be dissociating yourself with. It's time for me to get from around you. It's time for me to stop dealing with you altogether. It's time for us to cut ties. It's time for us to move on. What you look like saying you lied to me, but if you lie again, I'm leaving. You cheated, but if you cheat again, I'm leaving. You let me down, but if you let me down, I'm leaving. If you betray me again, then I'm leaving. They've already showed you what they're capable of. And you can't get mad at a liar for lying, a cheater for cheating, a manipulator for being manipulative, a betrayal when you already know that they are a betrayal. When you say, yeah, I know you're gonna betray me. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. I already know that before the rooster crow. Oh yeah, you definitely gonna do it. So when it happens, I'm not upset. So when it happens, it is what it is. You can't get mad at folk for being who they are. I'm just saying, you can't get mad at folks for being who they are. Get mad at yourself for negotiating it. Understand that. Stop negotiating your value, negotiating your peace, your joy, your freedom with people that you should be disassociating yourself from all the way together. When people show you who they are, believe them. When you see those red flags, when you see that they're inconsistent, when you see the type of person that they are, it's time to go. Y'all sitting over there, let me get it for the now. So let me get that. This is not an auction block, baby. Yeah, you got yourself up there. You auctioning yourself off. Oh, baby, the devil is a lie. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Y'all be laughing. I be for real. Come on now. Come on. Next year I'm gonna act right. I promise y'all. Next year I'm gonna act right. I'm gonna act right next year. I'm just saying. Next year I'm gonna act right or halfway right. I ain't making no promises, but I'm gonna act halfway right, because it really and truly it doesn't make sense. You gotta stop negotiating your value. You're worth it, and that's it. I'm worth it. That's it. That's all. And move right on about your day. If a person don't see your worth, if they don't see your value, if they don't see what it is that you bring to their life, then it just simply means that person don't deserve you. That person is not a part of your tribe. It's not a part of the people that are supposed to be with you. And you keep moving right on about your day. It says, how many people cut out of your life, and why is that? How many people we cut out of our life, and why is this one hard? I don't know. I think everybody got a different amount of people that they've cut out of their life. But me, I cut off anybody that's not operating the way that they're supposed to be. And that's a fact. You could ask anybody around me. I got 2 friends left. I'm not the person to deal with no type of foolishness. You know what I mean? And I think that being a genuinely good person, I feel like, you know what I mean? Being a good person, it shouldn't be this hard. And sometimes people struggle with being a good person. They struggle with being the person to other people that they expect people to be to them. And I'm just not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. And when we say cutting people off, when we say walking away from people, you have to also understand this right here. It's not that you have to go to each and every individual and you're saying, I'm cutting you off, I'm walking away from you, I'm not doing this and I'm not doing that. All you have to do is start working on yourself. All you got to do is lock into yourself, focus on yourself and your development. All you got to do is, that's it, that's all. Once you start focusing on yourself and your development, then people will automatically disconnect themselves anyway. People will start, they'll walk away on their own. It's not, they'll get on through on their own. It's nothing that you can say, you ain't got to do none of that. They'll walk away on their own. Oh, you too much. And I just, what you're doing right now, I don't have time for that. They'll get on through on their own. You know what I'm saying? They'll start exposing themselves. Things will start happening. And when they start happening, because you're working on yourself and your development, the old version of you, the way that you used to run after them and cry and beg and want them to do right and all of that, you'll just develop that mentality where when you walk out this time, I'm not walking behind you. When you get the yelling and cursing and fussing and doing all of the things that you usually do, that I usually sweep in and cater to your temper tantrum, I'm not just doing those things anymore. And you'll develop a low tolerance for that, and the taste for that will no longer be what it used to be. And you'll start moving on about your business, and before you know it, those people are completely gone. You're no longer interacting with those people. You're no longer dealing with those people. Those people are no longer a part of your life. You know what I'm saying? So it happens without you even really knowing that it's happening. So it's not like, oh yeah, all these people just disappear disappear out of your life and you just left in this dark hole all by yourself. No, all you got to do is work on yourself and your development, and these things will automatically start to unfold itself to you. That's it. You don't have to have a great conversation with everybody. You ain't got to have a sit down, a meet and greet with everybody for everybody to get on board. If you want to change your life, change you. By changing yourself, you will change everything that's connected to you. Yeah. What if you have no friends left? Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you won't have any friends left, and that's okay. That's because you're starting from scratch. The reason why it sometimes feels like you don't have any friends left is because the people that you had in your life were not really friends from the very beginning. And they were only cool for as long as you were broken. They were only attracted to and only dealt with the broken version of you. And the moment that you start growing, you start healing and developing in life, then you guys had absolutely nothing in common. So you didn't have anything else left to talk about. You didn't have anything to laugh about. Y'all were no longer on the same page. So what will happen is those people will move out to be able to make room for your new people. And before you know it, you'll start running into people at different places, at the supermarket, at the gym, going in and out your house. You'll start running into people that actually fit your new lifestyle. So losing or walking away from people from your past or people that you once considered to be your friend after you start working on yourself is actually a great thing. You're making room for your new. All right. I'm telling you, I got an answer. I got an answer for the questions. I got an answer for the questions, man. So at the end of the day, guys, what we're talking about today is that we're trying to live and not just live. We're trying to live good. And in order for you to do so, you got to be prepared in your life to be able to move away from people, to be able to say, I'm okay whether I'm with you or not. And you have to understand the importance of I cannot hurt me to heal you. That's my final note right there. I cannot hurt me to heal you. In other words, I cannot continue to sacrifice my living good for you. I cannot continue to sacrifice my peace, my joy, my sanity for you. Stop hurting you to heal them. That's not your job. That's not your job. That's not your job. Even if it's grown kids, you have to turn them loose. You have to let them go out and live life, make their own decisions, go through their own consequences. That's a part of life. You letting them go through their consequences does not make you less of a parent. That's the only way that they're going to learn. And sometimes you have to step back and step out of the way so that they can see what that ground really feels like. All right? You cannot continue to hurt you to heal them. That's not your job. If you're trying to live and live good, you have to start today. And start with having, number one, start with having that mentality that I'm living today, I'm starting today. Today is my day to start living. A lot of us have done what? We've gone outside of our way and we've created a life, but we failed at living it. We get up, we go to work every day, we pay all the bills, but we're still not living life. We don't know what we like to do. We don't know how to, we're just lost. If people start asking us who we are, we start saying whatever our job title is. We'll start saying, I'm a mother, I'm a sister, I'm a brother, I'm a husband. But who are you at your core self? Who are you when we remove all the titles? Who are you? You got to start living life today. And not just living good. Because I seal that with, it says, I come that you might have life. And not just have life, but have it more abundantly. This is my only account. Those other accounts are scam accounts. I don't do readings or any of that. So if you ask somebody's in your inbox and they're texting you or inboxing you, that's not me. I do not inbox my supporters. I do not ask you guys to let me do readings. I only have one Instagram account, one TikTok account. So all of those other accounts, those accounts are not me. All right. Note number 2 is you got to accept your truth and stop wasting time. The red ink pen note for that was you got to wrap this up. We're about to have four 4 weeks left in this year. It's time to wrap this foolishness up. We can't afford to be attached to nothing. Foolish, childish, narcissistic, toxic, manipulative. We got to get extremely locked in. Wrap it up. It's time to wrap this up. We've played with this thing long enough. We've harped on this thing long enough. We've drug it out long enough. They don't know what y'all going to be. Don't be nothing at all. And keep right on moving. Wrap it up. The next note was, my kindness will not change your character. You are who you are. And that's a fact. And then your kindness is what's causing a lot of the problem. Because we're being so kind that we're accepting unlimited disrespect. We're being so kind and so understanding that we are allowing people to walk all over us. This is not a season where you have to tiptoe around people and pretend being nice, doing all of that. No, ma'am. No, sir. You are who you are. That's it. Then I also broke down that by letting you guys know the difference in between the character and the representation. The representation is the person that they present to you in the beginning of the relationship, where they're saying the right things, doing the right things, giving the right things, showing up the right way, all of that, right? That's the representation. The character is the person that they are at their core self. The character, the true character of a person is what's going to come out when pressure is applied. Is what's going to come out when there's some obstacle or some resistance or some dark times, or when you're not giving them or being what they want you to be in that moment. That's who they are at their true self. And it doesn't come out until that pressure is applied, right? The next note was, this is not the season to be passive. This is a season of passion. You have got to develop a passion over you. You have got to develop a passion over you. The example that I gave was, we are passionate about things that we love. We are passionate about people that we love. And we need to become passionate about ourselves, just as passionate as Christ was when he went into that temple and seen that they weren't operating the way that they were supposed to be operating. You have got to develop a level of passion about you that says, I want all the smoke about me. I'm not playing about me. This is not a game anymore. That's what you got to do. We out of that passive and we into passion, right? The next note I gave is that you can't afford to have a convenient commitment. It's either you're in or you're out. There's no shades of gray in this. There's no straddling the fence. You cannot be lukewarm. Nobody studies you harder than a hater. A spectator, a person that's watching and waiting to discredit you, that's waiting to ha, that I know you weren't who you said that you were. When you establish your boundaries and you say that you're going to do a certain thing a certain type of way, you owe it to yourself to stand on that, because they're waiting. Oh yeah, very much jealous energy, envious energy even. Right? So you owe that to yourself. The next note, one of the other notes I gave you was, you got to get from around people that want to argue, and get around people that are ready for action. Stop spending all your time trying to convince people that are already convinced. When these folks already feel a certain type of way, leave them. If they happy with it, leave them. If they content with it, leave them. If they like it, you love it. Keep on going about your business. The next note that I gave you was, stop bargaining your freedom with toxic people. Make your demands and stand on it. Stop bargaining your freedom, your joy, your peace, your sanity with toxic people. Make your demands and stand on it. Because what do you look like telling somebody, if you lie again, I'm going to leave. If you do this again, then I'm going to leave. If you cheat again, I'm going to leave. One and done. When folks show you who they are, believe them. Because staying is creating that pattern. It's just what it is. All right. The next one is stop hurting you trying to heal them. Stop sacrificing yourself. That's not your job. It's not your responsibility. All right. So it's your favorite online motivational speaker, your favorite online life coach. It is your girl, Street Poet. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. She says, I needed that today. Well, I am glad that you were able to tune in, man. Thank you so much for your love and your support. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, man. You guys just reached our goal of 500K. Y'all are actually at 502.3K, man. Appreciate y'all so much. But up top, man, let me get 3 badges. I think y'all are at 37. We need 40. Let me get 3 badges up top so we can reach our goal on IG. I just want to say that every single day that you wake up and you put 10 toes to the ground, I want you to sweat yourself. Tell yourself how beautiful you are and how much you love you, because there's no love like self-love, and you first have got to love yourself way before you're able to love anybody else. Thank you to each and every one of you guys that tuned in today. I hope I gave you guys some meaningful notes, man. I hope you can take those notes and apply them to your life. If you are not in my Patreon, you are doing yourself a disservice, right? You guys need to become a part of our chosen family, man. It is the link is right there in my bio. Click that where it says Linktree Street. Open it. Look at this right here, y'all. Dopeness. All right. She is the coolest. Do y'all see that? And it says, I love you, mama. As I'm closing up my book, I see this. That is so cute. Yo, she is the sweetest. Like, I get these notes all the time randomly in all of my stuff. She'll put something, she'll have a note or she'll have something in there. She's like the sweetest ever, yo. That is too cool. But yes, if you're not a part of our Patreon, make sure you go and you do so. I'm about to need me a new book in a minute, y'all. We done used up all the pages in this one. So with that being said, if the link is right there in my bio. Click where it says Linktree Street. Stroll down to where it says Mental Health Support Group. Get inside of the Mental Health Support Group. We meet every single Thursday from 6:30 p.m. to 8 from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, man. Tomorrow, we're going to be in class on tomorrow. I know they got a lot of different stories and whatnot that we about to be sharing for Thanksgiving and everything else. I do periodically do pop-ins inside the group as well. All of my content is also uploaded inside of my Patreon. If you guys wanted to have that personal relationship with me, being able to ask questions, get them answered, you know what I mean, through the email and whatnot, on all of that is a part of my Patreon. Mocha Honda say, okay, $10 a month, y'all. That's right. So if you go to it, and it's, yeah, I know it's unbelievable, but yes, my Patreon is only $10 a month. $10 a month, and you get all access, man, and everything is right there, from the live videos. Some of the reels go in there. You get a mental health support group, which we meet every Thursday. And the occasional pop-ins from Coach, man. And now, you know what I mean? And so they get basically they get first dibs on everything. And I love my people, man, that invest and they pop out to all the events that I'm speaking at, man. And it's a beautiful thing. So I love them, man. I love them so much for that. So if you're not a part of that, make sure you get in the room with me expeditiously, okay? So this Saturday, I will be in Woodruff, Maryland. And then Saturday, December the 30th, I will be in Houston, Texas. I want you guys to enjoy the rest of your day. I love you guys, man. Be mindful of the fact that you deserve to live, but not just live good. Siobhan Horn, go to my page and click where it says Linktree. It's up there. It says Linktree. It's on Instagram and TikTok. It says Linktree Street. Click that link, stroll down to where it says Mental Health Support Group. It's right there. She says, are you looking for additions to my team? Yep, that's why we just told y'all to get inside the Patreon. That's why we're saying get inside there right now. Right now, my team is actually developing itself. Like these people have just found their own place inside the group. Tifa is basically the captain over the Patreon. She does a lot of the recruitment for it, and she makes sure that, you know, we can kind of get the account buddies and everything in a row. You know what I'm saying? I have Heather, who handles all of my note taking and whatnot. Her and Leandra online. So when you guys are missing the notes and stuff like that, she makes sure that you guys get the notes and she places them on her page. So if you're not, if you ever missing notes, you can go to her page, which is Heather Ann Smith 40. She always puts them up inside of her story, and sometimes she puts them inside of on her page as well. A lot of my people, they're just, they're finding their own niche. They just, wherever they can help out, whatever they can donate time, energy, and everything else, it's just like they just jump in and they just do whatever. And and I love them for it. You know what I mean? I love them for that. And that's the thing about whether or not you have people that are company versus people that are action, or people that are supporters. You know what I mean? People like that just jump in and naturally do. You know what I'm saying? That's a different type of vibe, and it definitely hits different. And that's probably the reason why our name is Chosen Family, right? Because it's like we're not just a friend group. You know what I mean? My Patreon is actually like a full-blown community. It's a whole motivational, inspirational community, a whole family of people, like-minded people that are growing and evolving and supporting each other throughout this mental health journey. And this is what we do. And like I said, every city that I go to is destined that I'm going to run into at least 2 or 3 of my Patreon subscribers. They always come out and support Coach, man. So it's been a blessing this year. We started a Patreon like in 2020, and it's been nothing short of a blessing. So, if you're not a part, yes, most definitely go get inside of there. We're actually doing a book right now. I think we're on chapter 7, but I'm pretty sure they've read the whole book by now. Only because life's been lifing, and we've been busy, and we've been holidaying and everything else. So we've been working. What up, Big Eddie? How you doing? Appreciate that, PA. Thank y'all. I see the gifts coming. Appreciate y'all. So, yeah, man. So we doing all kind of stuff up in there. So if you want to be a part of that community, oh yeah, we even got a group chat now too. We got a chat that's attached to it too. So yes, we are rocking and rolling, man, over in that Patreon. But I love you guys. You guys enjoy the rest of your day.